core values. What do you stand for? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the IdeaPros live. Today, I have Fred Cary. I'm so
Hey
excited.
guys,
Hey, Fred.
how about
We're
that?
talking about core values, and I thought how appropriate for us to bring Fred Cary, who's the CEO of IdeaPros, on to talk about our core values and kind of maybe a little bit about how that's evolved. But before I really dive into what Fred's going to share with us, I want to get some of you to respond to a poll so we can see what your core values are. Before we dive into ours, it's like you show us yours first, and then we're going to show you ours. So I'm going to get you warmed up in the chat. Just let me know that you're live right now. I see you all coming in. Hello. I'm going to give you a link, and you're going to be able to share your core values, and we're going to actually put them on the screen. So here is the
Do we
link.
want to talk a little bit about what
You can, yeah, definitely. Give us a little bit of a backstory while I'm pulling it up here for them.
Yeah. So first of all, what we have with a company is what we don't have with a person. That is, as an individual, you know what you stand for. You know what you're all about. You know the elements that make up your character, and people can rely on that over time in dealing with you. A company, obviously, is an artificial being, and that artificial being becomes what you make it become. And the way to have consistency in that, so you're not schizophrenic as an organization, that consistency is you establish what the core value propositions, the core values of what you are as an entity, and make sure that not only you understand them, but that your employees understand them. And if you're doing it right, that your customers understand it. For example, Apple is a great example of a situation, a company where the average person who's buying things from Apple understands a lot of their core values. Be different. They put one of their core values right there in their tagline, right? And so, because you have created out of putty this thing, you need to be clear about what it represents, because not only is that something that people can depend on from the outside, but it's also something that you internally will make sure is part of every decision that you make as an organization, whether you're talking internally amongst your staff, whether you're dealing with suppliers, whether you're dealing with your shareholders, your customers, whatever. You have this consistency that's based upon the core value that you have and you want to have as an organization.
Oh, perfect. Well, I put a link in the chat. You can click that. I'm going to give you a couple other ways for you to start voting. So right here on the screen, adding to stage. Okay, here we go. You can scan this QR code that we have, or you can put that code in at menti.com. So that code at the top, or click the link that's in the chat. Oh, look at you all. I'm so excited. Okay, you get to put 3 words. There's 3 blanks in there. I should give it to Fred. Fred, are you going to do it too? Come on. Okay, so Odin, Genetic Joy, or Dr. Clarice, go scan this and do it. It's right now live. We're going to see your words. And right behind here is what it looks like for you. You enter words right here, hit submit, and you're going to be on the board too. So go do that really quickly. I'm going to leave it up here for a moment so that we can get all those. I'll put the link back in the chat. But we're going to talk a little bit about IdeaPros specifically and our core values too, because I think, just like you said, we're creating this. We're creating this for our business, and all of you own your own businesses. Okay, come on, guys. You got to go vote. Like, what? I'm going to give you a little time. So, Fred, what is the hardest thing that you found in getting the team to align with your core values?
You know, that's one of the biggest mistakes that we make. We make our core values in our ivory towers and then tell everybody to buy into them. It's much better as an organization if you're doing this in a team environment where, if you have a team, obviously, if you're just starting out and you don't have any employees, that doesn't apply, but it's not too early to get started for sure. And so you want to have things that people can relate to and people can be honest with. And so for me, in talking with our team, we helped establish our set of core values together. We got everybody to salute them, and that's what everybody needs to think about whenever they do any action on behalf of the company. And sometimes it's hard to do it. For example, our first core value is do the right thing. Do the right thing cost us money a lot of times when we good as we expected. Doing the right thing means doing it again, even though it could be good enough to say, "Hey, I've created it. We want to do the best we can in everything that we do," and it keeps you basically being proactive in making sure that core value is really done in every single thing that you want to do going forward.
Well, I'm going to put this back on the stage so you can see what we have so far. Let me go to this view because it's a little bit prettier with those codes. So again, you can go vote. You can scan that. You can also click the link that's in the chat and add your thoughts to this core value word cloud that we've got going on. We have some really good ones. I wish I haven't gone to Africa yet, Dr. Clarice. It's coming. It's coming next week. So Fred mentioned we have our core values as a team too. So I'm going to show you all just a document that we created that I think is really fun. It's a good way for us to show our values. So you can see right here, it's a little wrinkled there. Maybe loved. No, I think it was created that way. But like Fred said, we're doing the right thing. We're talking straight, being vulnerable, adding value. These are all really good things. And this was a very good activity to go through as a group because I felt like we really had a say in what was being created too. It wasn't like Fred just said, here's how you're going to feel. He got our feedback and got our buy-in. Like you said, he got us, our commitment to do these things. And it was a really good activity. So I have to say he did a great job on that. Well, this is
good.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to tell us from a core value standpoint that you could share with us? You've worked for so many companies and had small, big. What else could you share with us on core values?
Well, the main thing is to have those not just be lofty goals, but have them be part of what you try to practice every single day. And when you're bringing in new employees, for example, it's really good that they understand that. And many times you can make sure when you're interviewing somebody that they align with those values. In fact, some of the most forward-thinking companies nowadays care a lot more whether you fit in than exactly what's in your resume. So this is not just an exercise so people can see from the outside what you're all about. It's an exercise in creating this living, breathing thing that has systems to it and has a personality, if you will, and a character. So it's critically important to establish that because you want to make sure that you have consistency when you move forward. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get it right all the time. That doesn't mean you're not going to slip up, but you always can relate back to what you have here in front of you.
Yeah, and I love that this one in particular has how you do it. So we actually say how you do the right thing. I mean, you can see that they're doing the right thing because they're trusted and they're real and genuine. I mean, there's a lot that went into this document. You respect others regardless of their title. Like it's just a very it says exactly what you should be doing. You stay productive the entire day. Like, you're not driving results if you're not contributing to the whole, right? So I think it's really good. But I want to go back really quickly to the word cloud to see where we're at. So thank you guys for contributing and putting in your thoughts. This is great. I know there are a couple, it kind of is slow on compiling, but bigger words were used multiple times. So we had a lot of people who, in right now, this honesty, convenience, and kindness were the most voted on in this set. And if you come back another day, there might be additional. We're not going to close this one, so you can add it, add your thoughts to it, for the rest of probably till Monday. So if you're watching the replay, you can add your thoughts to this. Well, thanks, Fred. I know today's kind of a quick one, but I wanted to make sure we did this because we are going through it as a company. And I've had people ask me, like, how do you create a team that's really impactful in the world? And I think Fred's got a great example of it.
Yeah. So it's, how many people are doing this? Is everybody doing it?
Yeah, 12 people are on here. So we had 12 people respond to this one right now, live with us.
Okay. So,
see, now they're still coming. Yeah. Wisdom, so determination, ease of use. So, and core values, I think it's hard to say what exactly. And Fred said, I have to preface this a little bit before we dive into it, because it could be a lot of things. It could be how you work, or what the way that you work. So awesome. Well, thank you all so much. Thank you, Fred, for your wisdom, of course, as always. I'm going to go ahead and let you go, and I'm going to say, just finish up for everyone else. If you guys have any questions, of course, let us know in the chat. We create these shows and our community over at IdeaPros, where we're trying to, help 1 million entrepreneurs. That's our goal this year, to be able to help 1 million entrepreneurs to improve their business, to get their product or app to market. We want to be a resource and have a community, which is the new part that you guys are just sort of hearing a little bit more here and there, but we're really trying to create a community where you can come to. With our Friday Lives, we always bring whatever valuable information we think that, as the CEOs of their own business, the solopreneurs of the world would need to have in order to keep their business thoroughly thriving and flourishing. And so if there's a topic that you want me to cover, I am going to be covering social media next week, specifically some social media myths. And I am in Africa, so I'm just warning you in advance. They are going to be pre-scheduled because I can't possibly go live from Africa, and no one decided to come take over the Friday Lives for me. So we have social media for the next week, but you have a little time to go ahead and put in a vote for what other show you'd like for us to cover. If you ever have any questions or you want us to cover a specific topic, you can go to, you just put in the comments and it goes straight to our team, or you can go to IdeaPros.com and there's a contact form. You can always submit some suggestions for topics that you want or questions that you have. We might do Q&A. So actually, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say, let's do Q&A. So you guys can ask any question on that. We're not going to answer it live, but we'll pre-answer the questions for the Q&A. So any questions that you submit will be in that show, and we'll, call out your business and your name if you guys are interested. Thank you so much. I'm going on a mission trip, my second mission trip. It's so, so valuable to learn about other countries and how fortunate we are in the US. Every time I feel like I'm so blessed when I come back. It's just, you appreciate life so much more. So I will see you all next week. Have a very blessed week. But before I leave, I just want to say thank you, Sage. I think you might have put, so sagescheduler.com over there. You can check out sagescheduler.com, sign up so you get notifications as the app comes out. I love it. I did put yours in, Sage. I put yours into the sheet for you because I know that you were on the road. That might be a little hard. So, there's Genetic Joy. There's Dr. Clarice with the Gene Theme Scene TV series that she's trying to get going. And so if you have any connections with the movie industry or anyone, connect up with Joy. So, Odin, it's great. I know we had talked about core values with, in doing my marketing. You were coaching me on marketing, and we did talk a lot about values, and what's important to the customer is also super important too. Honesty, a lot of the words that we heard out of clients as we talked to them and interviewed them, those are what we put into our core values to make sure that we're covering all the things, right? Transparency. Actually, my 3 were very much from the IdeaPros list of top pain points or hot buttons that people had. Transparency, what exactly is going on, honesty, and kindness were my 3. You're welcome. Good to have you. Yep. 100%. I like it. Well, I am going to, I know a lot of you are chatting and not always, it's a little slow on what it's showing me lately. So it catches up really slowly. Patrick. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, Patrick was on an event of ours yesterday. So Pitchcraft, we had an event last night. It was great. Every time I go, I learn something. I always learn how to talk to investors and how valuable of a skill to be able to do, right? Doesn't matter if it's an investor or a customer. But Pitchcraft, I don't have the new date up, but give me an hour and I will add the new date to the website, but you can go to pitch.ideapros.com and sign up for the next one. Just like I said, give me an hour. I will put the next date up. We have 2 coming up in June. One is June 13th, which I'm actually out of town for, but June 13th and 27th. So if you want to come to either of those, just chat with me in the Facebook here. Just put June 13th, 20th, 27th, and I will go ahead and get you signed up because I'm pretty sure I have you in my system. And if I don't, I'm going to ask you a couple just basic questions to put in the form. So we hope to see you all at the Pitchcraft on the 27th when I'm back. But if you guys do ever have any questions or want to talk to one of the IdeaPros, one of our advisors, trusted advisors, Jeremy's amazing. You can go to ideapros.com and click start now. That's on that page. And you would have a session you can book directly with Jeremy, and he's super knowledgeable. He'll definitely help you with how to take the next steps in your business. All right, we'll see you all soon, and have a really great week, guys. Thank you. Oh, don't forget to hit the reminder bell in case it's your first time seeing us, and chat with us in the chat next time. Hey, Grant. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so hit the bell, get reminders Fridays, noon. We'll see you all soon. Bye.